Apple released iOS 16 with tons of new features, and some features were most awaited by iPhone users and they are really amazing, right? So in this video I'll be covering not those amazing features but small tweaks or small feature, okay, which Apple didn't cover in its event, or there are some small UI changes in each Apple applications, okay, the application we use most, okay, there are some changes, there are some new features added in it, small tweaks made in those applications. So in this video I'll be talking about those small tweaks and UI changes in Apple applications or iPhone application. Before that, if you are an iPhone user and if you want to watch videos regarding your iPhone tips and tricks, iPhone solutions or iPhone customization, then you must hit that subscribe button because I make videos on iPhone tips and tricks and iPhone solutions. So now let's start the video and talk about your iOS 16 new hidden features. So let's start the video. So here starting, first of all we'll talk about some small UI changes or tweaks in a Photos application. So first of all, if you open Photos application and scroll down till the end, you will find something different here. That is, your hidden album and the recently deleted album is now locked, and for opening that you need to have Touch ID or Face ID access on that iPhone. So it's really cool feature for preventing your hidden photos and videos on your iPhone. If you talk about the next feature, so that is your duplicate photos album. It's really useful because as an iPhone user, we try to click multiple photos of a same object or a same angle to get a right one. In that process, we end up clicking photos in your iPhone multiple times, same photo multiple times, okay? So that become duplicate. But don't worry, this new feature will show you what are the duplicate photos in your iPhone, and you can keep the best one on your iPhone, or you can merge them and delete them from your iPhone. It's a really cool one in this new update. Every photo we click in our devices or any device, it has a data, right? Your time, location, pixel, etc. So whenever we share the photos, the data is also shared with the photo. So now there is an option to hide the data while sharing the photos in your iPhone. So basically whenever you share a photo, just tap on share, and while sharing it, there is a new option called, okay, there is a new button called option. Once you tap on that, you get an option to disable, or you can get an option to allow the photo data to be shared or not. Okay, you can disable that. Once you disable, while sharing photo, no data will be shared about your photo to the users. So that a new feature is really cool and it will help in your privacy as well. The next feature I personally liked, that is your copy edit. So basically whenever we edit a photo in our Photos application, and if you want to use the same edit, okay, what are tweaks we made in the photos, if you want to use the same edit to other photos, just do one thing. The photo which you edited, just hard press it, okay, go to more option, and there is an option called copy edit. Just tap on that. Once you tap on that, open the next photo which you want to edit, okay, and there just hard press and there just paste the edit. So whatever edits we used in the old photo, it will be applied to the new photo as well. It's really cool. We don't have to open edit mode again, okay, go to all the settings, etc. Just copy the edit and paste here. That's very simple one. And now you might ask, what if I don't want the changes? Just do one thing, just hard press it and just choose revert to original. So all the changes, all the edits will be removed and you get a original image on your iPhone Photos application. That's a very simple process. You can just edit the photo in single tap and revert to original in a single tap in your photos. The next UI change is regarding your paper size while printing the photos. So earlier whenever we used to print the photos, we get a clear or a plain simple options. But now if you see here, once you go to photos, choose the photo, share, and just tap on print. Once you tap on print, the UI change now. There is a share option available right in the print option. From there directly just share your photos as a PDF document very easily. And also there are some changes made in the paper size as well. So whenever you are sharing your photos, you get a different size options in your printing option. So they know it's a photo, so you can change or you can choose your size according to the photos. So if you see here under the paper size, there are size option available as per the photos only, like your photo large, photo small, postcard, etc. So the printing paper size option available as per photo. Next I will talk about your Safari browser. There are few changes made in Safari browser as well. So let me show you one by one. So first of all, there are changes made in the home screen as well. Once you open the Safari home screen, you will see your tab group name displayed in a large or a big font. So you will know which tab you are using instead of going to tab group and checking it again and again. Just open your home screen. There you will see your tab group name. So you will know which tab group you are using. Similarly, on your home screen, so now you can choose or you can add your favorite sites, okay, or a favorite bookmark under the tab group. So basically now you have option to add favorites under each tab group. So whichever tab group you are using, in that you can add your favorite as well. So there is a start page, which is a very common one. Okay, there are favorites, but now under the tab group there are favorite. So as per your tab group, just go ahead and add your favorites. And talking about next Safari browser update, that is regarding your download. So whenever you go to download, earlier we had an option to open the download file, okay, just share it and save the file in your iPhone, right? But now if you see here, once you open the download tab in your Safari browser, so now once you open that file, if you see here, there is share option given to you, right, as earlier also. But now there is a new addition here. At the top, okay, at above you see new drop down given to you, and in that there are multiple options available for you. So if you do one thing, just tap on that, okay, just drop down, and here you see option called save image, export and print. That means all the primary features or primary options are given to you right here. So once you click on save image, it will save to a camera roll as very common one. If you click on export, you can choose here which file format, like a JPEG, PNG and etc. So basically there are options given to you. You can share or you can choose what to do with the image once you download in a Safari browser. It's a really cool feature available in Safari browser right now for you. Also there are changes made in the sharing option as well. So once you click on share in Safari browser, you get an option to share the page, right? The share the link, share document. But here if you see, there's a new button called option added here, and in that you can choose what the file type will be while sharing the document or a bookmark you're sharing, like your PDF, automatic or a web archive. Okay, so just a UI changes made here in the Safari browser in sharing option. So that was about the Safari browser. Now let's talk about other application. Next we will talk about your files application. It is a really important application for iPhone users for accessing your drives, your iCloud drive, etc, etc. So in that there are some changes made in your iPhone in iOS 16. So now talking about one by one, the first one is a UI or a new feature addition. If you see here, earlier we had only two tabs under tabs, that is your recent and browse. So now there is a new addition called shared. So whatever files we share over the iCloud, okay, with other users or they sharing with us, it will be appearing here. So document, files, application, folder which is shared over the iCloud will be shown here, will be displayed here and under the shared tab. That's a new one, new added here. And now next one, so in your files application, whichever folder you are using, okay, or whichever folder is open, there is a new tab or there is a new option given to you, that is your drop down, just like Safari browser. If you see, whenever the folder is open, above tab you will see something called as a drop down. Okay, just tap on that. Once you tap on that, there are primary option given to you. Okay, it will show you which folder you're using, okay, where the folder is located, also rename, copy, move or get info. So basically from here you can share your entire folder just like that. If you see here, at a download or in any folder, at a side there is an option called share or an icon called share. Just tap on that and the complete folder can be shared as per your choice. Okay, that is the feature available to you. Next we'll talk about your option added to the files option. So basically whenever we select any particular file, okay, we go to more option, right? So in your option there is a new addition called quick action. So if it is a photo, it will give you more option regarding your markup, okay, rotate, create PDF, convert image, etc, etc. Okay, so there are some new features or new option given to you in that files option. You can access and use it as per your preference. So there are some new feature added like a quick action. In that you can choose multiple options regarding the images. Earlier it was available, not all available, but for that you need to open the file, go into edit mode and then access the features. But here they are available right in just a hard press or a tab in the main folder only. And now we'll talk about a new feature available in your settings in your Wi-Fi. So basically if you go to Wi-Fi in your iPhone, open settings, go to Wi-Fi, Okay, open the network you are using and just tap on the I button. And here if you see, there's a new option added, that is your password. So now you can view the Wi-Fi password on your iPhone once you authenticate your Face ID or Touch ID in your iPhone. So basically you can view your Wi-Fi password, also you can copy it as well. So it's a new feature available in your Wi-Fi in your settings in iPhone. The next one, we'll talk about your control center UI. So basically it's a very simple one. So let's say for example you are using a map on your iPhone, okay, and while using iPhone just close the application. So now if any application is using a location on your iPhone, if you want to know that which application is using your location on your iPhone, just do one thing, just open control center. Here you will see on the top, you will see the application name and what it is using in your privacy. For example, here I am using Google Map. Okay, showing here in a privacy Google Map the application name and the location I am using. So similarly, whatever application is using location on your iPhone without your knowledge, okay, if you open a control center, you will come to know which app is using your location in your iPhone. It's a really cool feature. It will notify you on your iPhone. Just like whenever we get an indicator on your iPhone, whenever our device is using camera or a mic on your iPhone. So similarly, we will get notified regarding our locations and what are the applications using the location in your iPhone. It's a really cool feature when it comes to the privacy. And now we will talk about the next application, that is Notes. There are not many changes, but there are few and they are noticeable. So talking about the first changes or first tweak, that is your UI. So basically whenever you're using a Notes and any page is open, just tap on the three dots and you will find the UI changed here. So all the primary features or primary options are given in a single tab. So whatever the important things are required here are available in a new UI here, right? Other than that, talking about next one, in the more options only, you will see something called the Find in Note. It's a new feature. Sometimes we have very large or very big note page. In that, if you want to find a particular word, just choose more option, go to Find in Note and just type your word here. Okay, so it will automatically display the word in a note, just like how you do it in a PDF file. So here similarly use the Find in Note option to search words in your note page in your iPhone. Next is your print option. So basically the note is considered as a document, and whenever you're trying to print a document, there are different options given to you. Okay, do one thing, just tap on share, and here in share option just tap print. Once you go there, earlier like photos, it is not here because it's a document, and for document different option given to you. So basically in print there is an option called share also. From there you can share a note as a PDF document. Okay, that is done. Secondly, if you see here the paper size, the paper size given to you is as per the document, not as per the photos. So here it recognizes it is a document. So similarly, as per document, paper size option is given to you in your printing option. So from here you can choose your paper size as per your choice. Okay, it's really cool feature available for your document as well. Okay, similarly if you see the layout, in the layout you can choose the border for your document. So it is really cool feature where you can choose the border for your document. Okay, if you tap here, you will see single line, single thin line, double thin line. Okay, the multiple option given to you, you can choose the border and create a perfect document before printing it or before sharing it in your iPhone. So basically it's a really cool feature for your documents. Before sharing it, you can do multiple things to the document and make it good, make it beautiful, and then proceed further. Next we will talk about a next feature, that is your quick note. So basically this will allow you to take quick notes on your iPhone at a single tap. So it is available in your control center as well. Just drop down your control center and tap on quick note and it will open the notes window with a keyboard, and you can just start taking a notes in your iPhone itself at a single and quick tap. This is available everywhere in any file option, anything. Okay, just tap on share, and while sharing there's a new addition of quick notes in a share option. From there also you can access it very easily at a single tap. And now the next tab, that is your mail app. So once you open the mails app, there are some changes made in the application. Okay, like the new feature added, like your remind me, follow up, send letter. Okay, they are really cool features added in a mail application. So now how to open them and how to access them? Very simple. Open a mail app, go to your main home page or home screen or a start page, and there just tap on edit. Once you edit that, there are multiple options given to you. Okay, for choosing it. And there if you scroll down, you will see 3 options as a new one: remind me, follow up, and send letter. Just tap on that, just enable them in your iPhone. So whenever you use those features, okay, it will appear in these tabs in your Mails application. And now the last one, the last application, that is your Contacts app. So once I open the Contacts app, here if you see on the main page, the UI is changed. So now you can view multiple accounts in your contacts, like your Gmail, iCloud, etc. etc. So whatever contacts available in those accounts will be displayed here as well, like your normal phone contacts, your Gmail and your iCloud as well. So you can choose which one to open. It will be shown here. And secondly, once you go to your iPhone contacts, just tap on the contacts, and once you open the contacts, there is a new tab added here, that is your duplicate contacts. So whichever contacts are duplicate in your device or multiple contacts available there, it will show here, and from here you can merge them or ignore them. Personally, I loved the feature because earlier many users were using the third-party application to remove duplicate contacts from your iPhone. It was really harmful because we were giving access to our contacts to third-party application. Okay, but now iPhone inbuilt or Apple has an inbuilt feature to remove duplicate contacts from your iPhone. Really cool feature. So guys, that's it. In this video, I tried to cover a focus applications with their new changes and new features in iOS 16. Similarly, there will be more videos regarding iOS 16 covering different topics and the different features. And if you like this video, please give a like. For more videos regarding iPhone tips and tricks, iPhone solution, iPhone customization, please subscribe. Until then, thank you very much. Bye bye. Take care.